As the dispute between Airbus and Qatar Airways intensifies, it seems increasingly likely that the latter will not be placing any new aircraft orders with the former, at least for the foreseeable future. With Airbus's cancellation of Qatar Airways' A321neo order on January 20th, what options does the Middle Eastern carrier have when it comes to filling the gap in its fleet? If you haven't already heard the big news by now, Airbus has cancelled Qatar Airways' upcoming order for 50 A321neos, 10 of which would have been the A321LR. This recent move originates from the disagreement over the seriousness of A350 surface degradation. At this moment, Qatar Airways has just 3 Airbus A321s in its fleet, one of which appears to have been parked for several weeks now. These jets are the older -200 or CO variant and average 11.5 years of age. These jets are deployed on skinny, lower-demand, medium-range services from Doha and include destinations like Belgrade, Sofia, Istanbul, Colombo, Tbilisi, Larnaca, Baghdad, and more. Belgrade and Colombo appear to be on the further end of the A321's deployments, which exceed flight durations of 5 hours. The jets are also used for routes where demand is lower at certain times of the year, requiring downsized capacity. Mumbai and Athens are 2 examples where the airline would deploy larger, wide-body jets like the 787, 777, A330 or A350 when demand allows. The goal of the A321neo order at Qatar Airways was to not only replace these aging jets and provide lower seat costs on the same routes, but to also take these concepts even further. The new and improved version of the A321 offered notable gains in efficiency as well as range, while its LR variant offered an even greater range. In 2019, Qatar Airways said it would use the A321LR to connect Doha to quote-unquote new growing markets where demand was insufficient for a wide-body. The jets would also provide additional frequencies on existing routes to give customers more choice. With Qatar Airways' A321neo order now cancelled, what options are on the table for the airline? Firstly, the airline may want to keep its existing fleet of A321s around longer to continue filling the gap of medium-range, low-demand operations. However, if it wants to modernize the fleet and improve efficiencies, the options seem limited. The A321neo's size means that the aircraft is suitable for carrying as many as 244 passengers to a maximum range of 4,000 nautical miles. If we look at alternatives purely in terms of size, there are only 2 non-Airbus competitors. The soon-to-be certified Boeing 737 MAX 10, which has a maximum capacity of 230 passengers, and the 787-8, which has a one-class capacity of 359 passengers with an even higher exit limit. This puts the airline in a tough spot. The MAX 10 has slightly reduced capacity as well as a fairly reduced range of 3,300 nautical miles. While the 787-8 can fly over 7,000 nautical miles, it also far exceeds the size of the A321neo by over 100 passengers, perhaps highlighting yet again the need for Boeing to offer a mid-size aircraft. Of course, if Qatar had to choose between the two, it would seem that the MAX 10 would fit Qatar Airways' operational requirements the closest, although not perfectly. A far less likely option could be for Qatar Airways to simply acquire A321neos from aircraft lessors. While this would suit the airline's operational goals perfectly, it's extremely difficult to imagine that the carrier would want to swallow its pride to do so, as even leasing Airbus aircraft would appear to be an endorsement of the European plane maker. Indeed, at this point in the intense dispute, it appears that Qatar Airways is headed towards becoming an all-Boeing carrier. Some aviation commentators have suggested that the dispute will drive the airline to seek upcoming Chinese and Russian alternatives. At the moment, however, neither country offers aircraft that are similarly sized to the A321neo. Even if they did, this option appears to be the longest of long shots, considering that these aircraft are relatively unproven and largely uncertified around the world in many of the markets that the airline hopes to serve. So what non-Airbus option do you think is best for Qatar Airways? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles and a podcast every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe before you go.